Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post. We scratch that gaming itch. Hello, everyone. Hello, Bear. I see you in the chat. Hello, 614. Yes, it's a little note I put to myself that I just accidentally posted earlier. And I have got a special guest with me today. I have one, Mr. ShadowPhoenixRider with me.
Hello.
Hello, being my number one as always.
I'm
uh,
going to be your mentor for this one.
Yes. So, what are we doing? Well, back in February of 2023, last year, I promised to do a one-offs with some people. Of course, if you tuned in earlier this week, you would have seen me shooting Nazis in the head at long distances with Molligal in Sniper Elite 4. I have two more to do, and one of them is with Burr, one of them is with Shadow, and tonight we're doing Shadows, and for that we're playing a game called War for the Overworld.
War for the Overworld is the spiritual successor to the Dungeon Keeper series.
Hmm.
In fact, actually, it started off as a fan game for Dungeon Keeper 2,
Oh, really?
and its name, War for the Overworld, was actually the subtitle of the defunct Dungeon Keeper 3.
Oh, really? I didn't know that it was the working title for 3.
Yes.
Well, I've had no experience at all with any of the Dungeon Keeper series. I have an experience with the genre because, as you well know, I played Evil Genius. I played, many kind of simulation. Well, not sim. Can you really call them sim games?
Simulation strategy, I think.
Simulation strategy management games. Yeah.
Simul strat, or whatever they call them these days. I don't know. I'm too old for this. But yeah, as you, I know you're really interested in being an evil genius boss, and this is like being an evil genius, but for like in the fantasy genre.
Fantasy.
Yes. So Wolf of the Old, I have. If anybody's wondering, well, like where is Shadow getting all these facts? I wrote notes. I love this game. Like I really love Dungeon Keeper, honestly. But if anybody has watched or tried to watch my streams, getting Dungeon Keeper, either the first game or its sequel, to be streamed or run on normal systems is a little bit of an ask.
Just a tad.
So
Just a tad.
I figured if I'm gonna introduce one of my friends to a game, I think he will really drive with. Why not its spiritual successor? So here we are.
Hmm. I'm currently booting up the game. I'm not going to switch over to the image just yet because all you guys are going to see is a loading screen, and also I don't want to tempt it into doing something it shouldn't be doing. It looks like we've loaded. I see a hand. At least I think it's my hand.
That
Um,
is your hand now. Yes, that is your hand. The one thing I will say is I do prefer the old version of the Hand of Evil. This is called. The old Hand of Evil in Dungeon Keeper 2 was
oh,
an animated cursor, and if you didn't have anything selected, it would drum its fingers very slowly and sedately, and I always love the animation. Unfortunately, this is not in Well for the Overworld. It just settles into a point.
I thought you were going to say seductively for a second, and I thought, hmm,
I
no.
mean, if you're into that, I guess, but
I was going to get worried. Let's put that
well,
out.
in fairness, Elle, Dungeon Keeper 2 does have a monster variation, which is basically a dominatrix
Right. Cool.
called the Mistress.
I'm just gonna have to reboot the game because it's playing silly buggers with my sound mixing.
Oh,
Um,
that's annoying.
yeah, it's not feeding it through the right channels, but yeah, but that's
Yeah.
fine. It wouldn't be one of these streams without technical problems because it seems to be that ever since slide 2, it just like the curse doesn't continue. I've beaten the curse. It's just
You've
that
beaten the curse.
I've beaten the curse. It's just that if I'm honest, I'm just ill prepared. I like to have the authenticness of like booting these games up for the first time, and I feel like if I'm booting them up in advance, I'm kind of semi cheating a little bit. So yeah.
It depends. It depends what you're going for, really.
Mm, mm.
I will say, Wolf of the Overworld starts loud, so you will have to tinker with the sound settings not to blow everybody's eardrums off.
That's fine. I can set things manually through me little stream deck with me little knobs and
Yes.
dials and diodes.
So while the boss is setting up, I am going to read from my very short list of notes. As I was telling Elle earlier, these are mostly from my own memory and what I remember, but I did go and check some sources to make sure I wasn't going to talk absolute fucking bullshit. I know I talk absolute fucking bullshit most of the time, but this is a game I really I really love
Your
and I
evil
give it
overlord commands you be kind to yourself.
a shit. All right, fine then. Um, but this is a game I really give a shit about, and I want to, I want to at least talk the truth about this. So, War for the Overworld was made by some devs called who used to be called Subterranean Games because they made a subterranean game, but they're called Bright Rock now, and they are also working. They've stopped development on War for the Overworld, and further development, and they are busy making Galacticare, which is basically Theme Hospital, but in space.
Oh, hmm.
So these devs are pretty cool. I like them.
Yeah, they should know what they're doing. Well, I think we're loading in for the second time with this time the correct resolution as well, which is nice. Um,
Yeah, I don't know why mine when I first because I recently rebooted this game as well, and it was like, do you want a 10 by do you want like 1024 by whatever the fuck it is? And I'm like, Mom, this is sir, this is 2024. I think I can afford a bigger monitor.
okay, so let's see. Is War the Overlord wanting to pipe through? It's the channel I want it to. The answer is nay. That's fine. I have a backup solution. It's fine because you have to have a backup solution in these situations.
In fairness, this game was released in 2015.
Okay,
So
that's not too old though. It's not
it's
too
not too
old.
old. It's got its own little teething issues. Originally, this was a Kickstarter I backed. So I got some little rewards that you may or may not have.
Nah, I probably don't have anything like that.
Oh, you have the game up, I see.
I do. Let's switch this stuff on because
Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, turn everything up to ultra. It will look real pretty. Trust me on this.
PS1 port 0%. I love that.
Yeah, they are amusing.
Amusing. Yeah.
Amusing.
Right, once I've done this, at least it's not Dungeon Keeping 1. Hello, Lemming. Once I do this, I need to give Shadow the stream, and then we can get on with it, as the
As
saying
somebody
goes.
who actually streamed Dungeon Keeper 1, Dungeon Keeper 1 has its charm. I will say it has its charm with its sprites and that, but yeah, uh, it's a difficult one. It's a rowdy one to get streaming. If you have Dungeon Keeper 1 on and you play it on a system which has two screens, good luck because at some point the mouse will escape its confines and the game will go bananas. Have
Oh.
fun with that.
All right, so now I'm gonna stream this to you. There you go. And I think that's everything. So set that back. There we go.
You will want yeah, you let us know, chat, if it gets a little noisy in here.
Yeah. I mean,
Else Evax OBS will probably duck the game pretty well when we're talking, but it can be really noisy, especially Richard Ridings is by default a very noisy man.
to
That
be
is for
expected.
good, but it can be a bit booming.
All right, so let's get on with this then.
Yes.
So I'm guessing campaign is what you want to do?
Yes, you will need to learn how to control the dungeon, sir.
Let's do this then. War for the Overworld.
Oh, you have the basic of the basic. Holy shit.
Well, yeah.
Now go!
Welcome back, Underlord. I must say, I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. The transference may have left you feeling a bit foggy in the head. Focus now. I'll try to ease you back into it. Fortunately, this does seem to get easier each time. This is your home realm, the source of your power, and the anchor that binds you to reality. Many years ago, it was destroyed, and you were cast out into formless nothing. Fortunately, you've returned from your exile to once again challenge those who would stand between us and the mortal realm of Kairos. Your resurrection heralds the next phase of our assault upon its wretched empire, now led by the newly crowned Emperor Lucius. But he is least and final of our worries. It's his generals and the protection of their goddess Kira that will truly test our mettle. Ready yourself, Underlord. Let's begin our war for the Overworld.
But first, you must learn how to dig.
Here we go. Overworld. Let's get on with it then. Oh, apparently I have got all this shit.
Oh, perhaps it just needed to go through that. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so you
So-
want to choose the little home realm. You see the green one?
Yep.
You see the green, yeah, that one.
I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign. But before we get stuck in, let's refresh that old mind of yours.
You did get forcibly removed from the void.
Yeah.
So-
It sounds like also Riley's is not like Mr. B. He sounds like that he was he wasn't like bringing this back for a paycheck. He certainly was giving it his all in this.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was the he was like the first flex goal for the
Welcome
Kickstarter.
back, Underlord. It's been a long time since you were banished to the ether. You've returned as a husk of your former self, but I've taught far denser Underlords than you. Let's start with the basics. This is your dungeon core.
Ignore
The
that.
tether that allows you to manifest your malignant will. If destroyed, your
Right-click to
consciousness will once again be scattered to the void. Your workers are an extension of your dark will. They have many jobs, but their main focus is in carving out the halls of your dungeon. Put them to work by clicking and dragging your cursor upon the flashing tiles to tag them for excavation. Your workers will now rush forth to dig out and claim the tagged area. Once they have laid down the stones, marking the ground as your own, you will be able to build rooms upon the finished tiles. While your lackeys get to work, look to the east of your dungeon core. This is a gateway, one of the many portals that you'll use to attract minions to your dungeon. Order your workers to dig a path to it now.
Right click on a worker. It's funny.
You smack him.
Yes, you slap them. It makes them work faster, so I would encourage to slap them judiciously. I'm not sure if it's the same as in the original game, but in the original game you could slap them to death.
No, you can. I just saw the health go down.
Now that
I
you
was just
have
checking
a
that.
gateway, minions can enter into your service. But first, you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This
Note,
room
do
will
not
allow your
do this
minions
later
to
on.
hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles. Most rooms must be built at least 3 by 3 in order to function properly, though the lair and vault are effective at any size.
What is it you said, Shadow?
My stream is stuttering a little bit from my end.
Oh,
A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the barracks, these green-skinned scrappers aren't quite right in the head, and they'll happily hack at your foes until someone is dead. Outside of combat, gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks, You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a right click.
Yeah,
For
that's
further
the
entertainment,
thing
you can
that
always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them.
that is also a feature of Dungeon Keeper. The
A
ability to pick up
gnarling
and
has
put
entered your
things down,
dungeon.
and also to possess critters. Yeah, you can do that. Do be careful clapping more
You can
steadily.
increase the efficiency of
They
props
don't
within
tend
your
to like
rooms
it.
by fortifying the walls closest to the props. Workers will fortify walls automatically when they've completed all their other tasks. Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a lair, so the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest.
Yeah, Burr is correct. The one writings is going to be talking a lot, so you won't hear a lot from me at first. But Dungeon Keeper had a much more eclectic and variety of monsters and stuff like that. And because they're not supposed to infringe on the Dungeon Keeper license, they had to be, in my opinion, they were a little more boring with their monsters. But it is what it is. Also, he's
Well
teaching you
done.
to do
But see
this
how your
later,
gold
but-
reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires. Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more.
You'll have to be handheld for a little bit, but it will eventually lighten up and you will be able to
Now that you've got a bit of coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets, a delicacy that will sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh.
Amusingly, micro piglets are actually a reference to the original Dungeon Keeper.
Oh,
When
really?
occasionally the mentor would say, "Micro piglets stalked your dungeon, beware!" So this is an explicit reference to the old game. Yes, your minions get
dungeon has
very...
been breached.
minions
Cast Rally upon these spectres, and your minions will immediately sally forth to wreak bloody havoc.
Right-click on the cross sword and send you straight to where all the monsters is. Oh no, maybe it won't. Maybe it's the left click. I can't remember anymore. To the right, Hel.
Yeah,
Well done. Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag.
Yeah, the rally flag basically your the way of saying, no! Oh, over here.
what was that?
Your
Rally
gnarlings
flag's
made
basically
short work
a,
of those spectres.
basically, yo, come
See
over
how
here.
they still
Come over
circle
here.
the flag. You can dismiss rally flags by slapping them with a right click. This should allow your minions to return to their jobs and tend their needs in a timely fashion. You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon. Though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing.
You can also pick up monster enemies, but that's not recommended because when they fall from your hand, they'll be temporarily stunned, depending on what kind of
You're on a roll,
they
Underlord.
are. will
And I've
depend on
been
how
waiting
long
far
it does.
too long to begin my war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's going to be very vocal to begin with these first few levels, so I won't be able to get much of a word in. But
Heh.
slowly.
Well done, Underlord. I see it's all coming back quite quickly. I expected nothing less. But there's much still to learn. Why don't we work in a bit of murder while we're at it? It's time for you to enter the realm of Kairos.
Okay, while he's shut up for a little bit, you can actually look at the stuff you were given here. He told you to build a barracks first, and then the lair and slaughter pen. Don't do that. He's a big meanie and a liar. As you would with evil genius, build the lair and slaughter pen first, and
Then
then
build the
get
barracks.
then get everybody else in. You might not be able to, depending on the level, but get your basic stuff set up first, because in other levels, your minions will get mad if they don't have a place to sleep or eat, especially the later minions who tend to be a little more demanding in a way.
Fair enough.
And all yes, and also that achievement there, the build a 5x5 barracks lair and slaughter pen. 5x5 um rooms are, you won't be able to do it on every level because space, but that's usually the peak efficiency size.
Ah, I see.
So basically you want a room which allows you to have like middle props in. Like 3x3 is a good one, 5x5 is the next good size, and then it will be like, I don't know, like 7x7 maybe? I don't know. Or 8x8. However the number scales. But yes.
Fairly snuff. Right.
Yes. So he didn't teach you much about minion management in this one. Yeah, so as I was saying, you can pick up minions, you can pick up multiple minions. You could also pick up like stuff like gold and micro piglets and other little bits and bobs. Um the order in which you pick them up is not the order you will put them down. The latest thing you pick up will be the first thing you put down. It's always in reverse order.
Makes
If
sense.
you can drop minions on top of enemies, but do be careful. As I was trying to say, they will come out of your hand stunned because you're dropping them from a height. They won't take damage, but they'll just be stunned. Some of them will get up quickly. Some of them will take about 5 years to get back up.
Fair
And do
enough.
be careful. So a rally fag is preferred, but of course, there's the travel time kind of thing. One thing you can do, I think, is if you cast recall on top of the rally flag, I think it recalls everybody attached to the rally flag. I think.
I'll give that a shot.
Yes. Good luck. You will learn to punch people in the face. You want the...
I've been looking for someone to spit.
I don't know why it's doing that. I think you can click
Now's the time
things
for a
that
bigger
it.
challenge. Before you lies an Imperial keep, guarded by a certain Lord Rusimov. He had a bit of an accident that melted most of his face, but he's no less vigilant a soldier. He's been sent to guard an object that could threaten our campaign. Get in there, and burn the rest of him, Underlord.
You do well though. I'll tell you about it later. But
We've punctured the veil of this world through a schism, a point of weakness in the bonds between realms. Unfortunately for us, the Empire has crafted defenses to keep us from the heart of their kingdom.
fortunate.
These inhibitors prevent Underlords from trespass. But whether it's bone or stone, it can be broken. I suspect that this Empire force has yet to taste true battle. But before you go engaging them, you'll need to muster up some minions. Unfortunately for me, your time in the ether has left you a weak husk of your former self. In order to reacquire your powers, you will need to access the veins of evil. Open them now, and use a sin to unlock the archive.
It's the big purple orb at the top of the screen.
Archive unlocked. This room will allow your minions to research additional sins, which can be spent to recover your lost powers. Build one now to begin researching additional sins.
Yeah, so just take your time and build up what you would usually do. So I would construct a lair and a slaughter pen, and then build the library.
To have your workers prioritize objectives in a specific area, place a worker rally banner in that location.
You probably
Build an archive, Underlord. Your forgotten powers are far more impressive than those you currently wield.
Shut up, Medicus! I will teach the man as I see fit. Yeah, the one thing that I really like about this over the other two games is when you're clicking and dragging to make rooms, it will tell you how big the thing is. It'll say like 2x2 or 3x3 or whatever. Very useful if you're like, oh, I need to build a 5x5 room. Just drag and you don't have to count squares.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Ooh, perception shrine.
Yeah, if you click on the news is coming up on the right hand side of the screen. If you click it, if you left click it, it should send you over to it. This reveals parts of the map after your minions claim it, of course.
Hmm.
You should probably hit him.
This shrine uncovers the fog of war over a wide area, allowing you to spy on your enemies and keep track of their movements.
Yeah, so don't go digging into the white stuff just yet. White stuff is Empire territory.
You cannot store more gold.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, let's get another area done.
Yeah. You only have a 4x4 for your there. You can fill in the gaps for it. I would advise you fill in the gaps for it. It'll give you more room and it will increase efficiency. Your minions will recover their step faster.
So don't have. Obviously, you're saying I'm making a mistake here, am I?
We're not making mistakes. Like, move back to where you've got your lair. It's a little higher up. Left a bit. Or you could right click on top of the lair icon and it'll send you to where it is in the building panel. Now in the building panel you've got open, right click the bed.
Oh, the bed.
Yeah, see you've got this gap around between the walls and the actual tiles. If you fill that in,
Oh, I
it'll
see.
increase efficiency, yes.
I didn't see that.
It's okay. Yeah, the 3 there. Yeah, if you hover over the thing, if you hover over the lair, yeah, so you get a little tooltip that will tell you how much space is there, and it will also tell you efficiency. Efficiency is less needed in a lair.
Your vaults are full of gold.
But there will be other rooms that will demand.
The vault will store your hard-earned gold when your dungeon core can no longer store anymore. Each tile will store 1,000 gold, meaning the room is effective at any size.
Yeah, so you can make vaults however whatever shape you want, and they will work as well as anything. Lairs are similar. Slaughter pens will not. Basically, anything that forms a little thing in the middle of the room needs to be a certain size. Like for example, a slaughter pen needs to be at least 3x3. I think it actually has like minimum size requirements on the building panel. Like you hover over the icon, it'll say, I need to be at these guys. Just check something for me, Elle.
What's that?
Click. You see where that purple hand icon is? On the bar. Can you click the one to its right, please? Ah, yeah. So if you make a mistake when digging something out and you want to put some earth back, use that little block, and it will put it after a couple of seconds. It will put the block back of earth back. That is the one better thing in this game that the past game didn't have. So, because in the past game, if you dug out a section of wall that you didn't want, you were a bit stuffed. Well, in this game, you can put it back. Do not worry, you have all the time in this level. You are like gold.
Just thought I'd motivate the crew, you know.
Of course, yeah. You can see how efficient they are by hovering over them. Talogwa's efficiency is around about 150%, usually pretty good. I usually slap them when it starts to drop at that point. You can also slap micro clips and they explode.
Fun.
Yes. You did not see how violently the chickens exploded in the zoo. They also have very funny names.
Yes, I did notice that.
I had a creature at one point called Hobie-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, God. Okay, now with this, let's do...
Replacement Earth complete.
I think you need to do it on its own. Oh no, there it is. There you go.
All done.
Yeah, your workers will reinforce the thing. Reinforce the walls. Now, reinforce the walls adds to the efficiency of a room and also makes it harder for other digging things to mine their way through. They still can. It will just take a long period of time. Am I glad that was a point that got deleted from the first game? Because fuck, that was so annoying. Because in the first game, if you reinforced the wall, nobody could dig through it unless they had the destroy wall spell. It was fucking annoying. Everybody hated it.
Okay,
Do I know how we can get the cynical imp? I do not know anymore. It might be a DLC, but it might just be a thing that's no longer available anymore. Now, the cynical imp is a reference to Total Biscuit, or John Bain Total Biscuit, who was a very high supporter of War for the Overworld during its Kickstarter phase, and through most of its development, actually. So they made two skins, actually. They made the original cynical imp from like the first Kickstarter, and then I think they made one later which looks a little bit more dapper. And he was such a... They treasured him so much, and he was such a good supporter for them, that after his death, Bright Rock Games set up a charity fund for Jenna
You
Bain.
have claimed a gateway. It is payday.
Don't worry, you don't have any sentient minions that require pay. But yeah, you need to pay their wages now as well. Capitalism affects everywhere.
We have enough gold, and to be fair, these guys can start mining this lot.
Yeah, just be careful not to... Be careful, boss, not to mine too greedily and too deeply. You can click and drag.
I know, I'm being cautious.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, there are rocks that you just cannot mine.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping to build a barracks here.
Right. Well, what you can do, you can sell off parts of another room, and then just add. Well, you could move your vault over a little bit. There are some. Your vault's a pretty good space,
Yeah, I'm...
and the vault doesn't need to be. The vault doesn't need to be a.
a uniform size.
Yes, because it's just literally a place where you put your gold. Yeah, vaults can be. That's the one good thing about vaults. They can be put into like
Your
the
crevices.
parts of, yeah, your crevices in your dungeon. Layers can be done the same way as well. They can just be stuffed into the corner. Yeah, there's a little sell button just above.
What?
What are you doing?
So I want to basically get rid of this line.
Okay, you want to sell it? There's a little sell icon right next to the E. Just click and drag. Don't worry about all the gold that's in there. It will literally just sit on the floor, and then you can pick it up and pop it somewhere else. Yeah, you'll have. Unfortunately, that has to be done separately. What are you trying to do?
Replacement Earth complete.
Basically, you're doing the optional thing, the worker rally.
Oh no, that's the actual rally flag. The worker rally is the little imp symbol.
I see. Fair enough. Then mind this, my pretties.
Worker Rally will create a banner around which your workers will prioritize tasks. Slap the banner with a right click to dismiss it, or right click on its icon to dismiss all Worker Rally flags at once.
I am starting to notice that this game is kind of assuming you have a little bit of Dungeon Keeper knowledge at the moment. Because it's like, oh yeah, do this and this and this, and then I'm noticing you sort of like,
Yeah, I've not played Dungeon Keeper, so I wanted to.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm just like, oh, I can see the problem here now. I see what you're doing.
What we do is...
Oh, so you're gonna put your barracks there. Clever.
It won't be 5 by 5. I mean, do I need to have walls between rooms?
Replacement Earth complete.
It's recommended.
Recommended.
It's recommended for efficiency's sake. You can, like, there are some rooms that don't need walls as much, like the vault and the lair. But for other rooms, especially ones which have things in the middle, like slaughter pens and stuff like that, they will want walls.
Right, this will do, I think.
Yeah. This is only the start of the game. Like, you're not like, we're not criticizing. We're not marking you on like. This is your first time. Come on.
Oh, the coffer's looking like... No, not too bad, actually.
Yeah. You should. We'll need to build a library at some point.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, where it's gonna go.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
I would build it to the north. You see that bit above your...
Above here, yeah, I was literally just thinking this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go here.
Yeah.
But while I'm at it,
I know in my heart of hearts there's probably somebody watching this, and then this is what I'm saying, going, no, don't tell it to do that. You've got to do it this way because better. And like, no, we're not doing that. We need to be careful not to go too deep with that because we don't have sight of evil. I use that spell so often in this game, just be like, what's over here? We'll get it. Sure. Yeah, don't dig past the gold right now. Yeah, start off just a little bit here. Oh, is that? Yeah. That wall, the wall in the top left, is that reinforced? Oh, okay. Yeah, just that should be fine actually. Just that. You've got enough for 2 cultists.
A cultist has found its way
Hello.
into your dungeon. Attracted by the magical tomes within your archive, these minions will spend most of their time researching sins for you. Though they are weak combatants, they have the power to curse your foes, making them weak to your other minions' blows.
They're basically the warlocks, but a little less cool. Although they have a knife. They have some very interesting bark lines. If you want to dig out around your gateway for more muns.
tell me what?
For more muns, if you want to dig out around your gateway, it's
The
probably
coffers look pretty good right now, I think, number one.
It's not long until payday, though.
That's true.
You see the little coin symbol at the top of the screen, and it has a little gold bar that's slowly depleting. That's how long it is until payday.
Your cultists have worked hard to earn a new sin. Use it within the veins of evil to unlock the tavern. The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Build one now, and remember that the tavern is unique and must be built at least 3 by 5 in order to be effective.
I put it. If you've got space. Oh no, you don't have that much space.
I don't. I've been going for as much efficiency as possible. I could build.
Go to the left of the. Oh no, hang on. Move back left a little. I think you've got enough space right next to the barracks if you take out some of the walls.
Yes, I think you're right. Actually, yeah.
Payday has come again.
God, don't I wish that was me.
Yeah, take out that L block as well, just above the L block. Yeah.
You have a nice little cut through as they go onto the.
Yeah,
the
take
shrine.
that top left one up as well. That one that you haven't selected.
Well, this one here.
Yeah. And then it's a nice square.
That's fair.
You notice that I like my square rooms.
I couldn't tell. I'll do it that way.
It needs to be 3 by
The
5
tavern must be built at least 3 by
Oh.
5 before it can be used
because
by
what it
minions.
needs is they need places to sit down.
Yeah, of course. Give me a second.
Yeah. Just cut the.
That's the wrong thing.
It's okay. Just sell the thing. Yeah, saw the top off. Yeah, because this is a unique room, it needs the cooking pot, and then it also needs enough room to spawn tables and chairs. The tavern is where your quote unquote civilized minions go to eat.
Civilized is a very broad term.
Well, don't worry, you'll get.
You'll still need a slaughter pen in order to keep your tavern stocked. But in a pinch, you can always drop some alternative meat into the grinder.
I didn't realize we're having Tesco's in here.
Attract a certain number of minions before becoming full. In order to attract more, you'll need to expand them. Nothing
you
in
can
this life is
drop.
free, Underlord, and you'll regularly need to pay your minions for their hard work. Be sure to keep an eye on your reserves, for if you've not enough gold for their wages, they'll be swift to find gainful employment elsewhere. Fortunately, your minions will return some of their earnings by buying meals within your own tavern. What a delicious arrangement.
I think we call that exploitative.
Boss, we are an underlord.
I wasn't complaining, number one.
Boss, I think we should start digging through where that gold is by your
This lovely gold reserve here.
Yeah, I think it leads somewhere.
Do you know what? I think you're right. I'm also going to do
Evil
this.
stairs out there. Scouts, go find what the hell's making all that racket.
Rally your minions to defeat these scouts once they breach your dungeon. Let's keep Sarusimov in the dark a little while longer.
Yeah, they're
You
gonna
should
come.
try using the lightning and heal spells to assist your minions in combat.
Yeah, pop it in the perception shrine. That's where they're gonna pop out. You have spells. Yes, you can zap
Lightning
people
will
with
call
lightning.
down a thunderous
Heal.
bolt of energy, damaging and stunning a single enemy.
Can't
However,
use it unless.
it can only be
That's
used
fine.
within your own territory.
I'm waiting. Just give me time.
The fun thing about lightning is it can be used very quickly in succession. But do keep an eye on your mana because it will slop up very quickly. They will take a while. 3 hours later.
That's fine. I can see their progress, I think, here. So,
Yes.
and
Your dungeon is under attack. The health of minions is represented by petals surrounding their unit shield. Once no petals remain, a creature will fall unconscious and soon die, unless returned to its lair to recover. Possession will allow you to inhabit the mind of a minion, allowing you to see through their eyes, control their movement, and activate their abilities. To have your minions ignore rally flags and remain focused on their current objectives, you can assign them to the Peace Band.
They should be back by now. Ugh. Bar the doors. We wait for reinforcements.
Look how easily your minions cut down these sappers. If I didn't know better, I'd say the Empire is woefully unprepared. Once minions are rested, you can leave them to their work or force them to train by dropping them in a barracks.
Psst, I check on where that passage was leading to the right from the archive. Oh, there's still more to dig. I keep digging. See where that leads.
All right.
No, those heroes make such a mess on the floor.
I am here.
Yes, we're aware. You can't put a peace band on top of a worker, they automatically will ignore.
Ah.
If you don't want to do something, you could at least vocalize it, Underlord.
Right, you.
The Empire's Templar is their core foot soldier. Dim-witted and pure battle fodder for an Underlord, despite his training in the barracks.
What are you trying to do?
Ooh. Okay, you're going a bit far, aren't you?
Let him keep digging. Let him keep digging. There's usually something good at the end of these long corridors. There's no space left.
That's enough training for now. When you're ready, rally your minions to the inhibitor and defeat Sarusimov.
No, ignore him. Go to the long trail that you've managed to dig out. Yeah. You see that? That little thing there?
Bad.
One of
That
your
is
workers has reached level 4 and
Shut
unlocked
the
the
fuck
blink
up!
ability, allowing it to teleport a short distance. At
That-
higher levels, they will unlock more abilities, allowing them to dash over large distances, and even teleport across the entire map.
You found a magical item. Now, what you found a magical item. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to take that to the archive, and then the cultists are going to research it to figure out what it is.
Hungry in here for some reason.
Now, they could be anything from all of your minions getting a level up to gaining free ghost workers, or even finding some bonus levels.
Oh.
So that it's always worth looking around the map to see if you can find any suspicious little
Nooks and crannies.
yes. You could usually tell because it'll be like a single path of diggable dirt throughout the without fortified rock, and you'll be like, "Huh, I wonder why that is."
Time to rest.
Oh yeah, you'll see the enemies falling unconscious after you've beaten the shit out of them. That's useful for later. You probably won't learn it in this playthrough, but if they fall unconscious, they can be dragged away to a
You've
prison.
identified an artifact of gold. Activate it to bestow a large amount of gold to your vaults.
See, it's in your menu as a little cyan thing, or you can activate it from the
Your
yeah, you can do it from
coffers
there.
have been filled with additional gold.
Bloody hell.
Gold. See, always useful to find those supplies.
Indeed. And just in time, because I'm going to build a second barracks.
Yeah. Well, you should be ready to beat the stuffing out of the guy anyway, if you're willing to go and punch him in the face.
The fairs.
In the face. Well, you punch him in the face with swords. Many swords.
Fair.
Lots of swords. And knives.
Quick break, I think.
Right then. So I assume I just grab a rally flag and just put down.
Yes.
First of all, I want to add someone else to the peace band. Now, how do I remove stuff people from the peace band?
Yeah, I think you click that. There we go. I think they're gone now.
Awesome. That means that we can now set a rally flag.
Appreciate a power nap as much as the next dark god. But could you finish the job?
Yes, put it on that. They'll beat the shit out of the door for you. Oh, I wonder if... I wonder if you could... Oh no, you can't dig around it.
If any of your minions fall in combat, your workers will attempt to rescue them and return them to their lair, where they may rest and recover.
The enemy have breached the damn walls. Steel yourselves, lads.
The Empire's cowardly priestess supports her allies from a distance through her wholly misled beliefs in the goddess Kira. You'll often find her cowering in the archive and sanctuary.
Now you might be wondering, why is he being so specific in the rooms that these heroes will hang around in? Later on in the game, you get the torture room, which allows you to convert these guys to your side.
I see.
In some maps, it is necessary in order to recruit minions.
How can you even tell?
That's mine.
Charge.
Let's hope your vault is brimming, Underlord. It is payday.
Don't worry, they won't go and pick their wages up while they're under the infamous rally flag. Although they will want money at some point when they're freed from instruct.
They got plenty of money they can pilfer.
Unfortunately, they don't think like that.
Ah.
Unless you've got, like... Oh no, I don't think thieves are in
Your
this one.
minions are fighting the enemy.
Oh, it's just a random dude in the floor thread. Oh yeah, when your workers are capturing enemy rooms, in doing so, they will deplete the health of the room, which shatters all of the fortified walls around it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I would take my rally flag and I'd head up to that inhibitor. Go fuck them up, sir.
You either lady go fuck him up.
Yeah, I think you should. I think it would be fun. Yeah, he's level 3, but so are most of your minions. I don't know why they want the inhibitor and not the guy that's actually in the back of the head, but that's how.
The light is gone. Kira, I am extinguished.
It seems almost charitable to put him out of his misery. Well done, Underlord. You're learning much faster this time.
Maybe it's because you assume too much.
Yeah, be nice to the boss, or else.
We've barely even started, and you already have a notch on your belt. Well done, Underlord. But there's no rest for the wicked. 2 inhibitors still stand between us and the mainland. But after your butchery of poor Lord Rusimov,
Look
I
at the
doubt they'll be
achievement
as weakly defended.
for finding the artifact.
Yeah, indie, I love it.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba.
Oh, before you start the next level, click continue on the screen. But before you start the next level, there should be a selectable level behind the green. You know the thin green bit that that bit? Yeah, the big bit. That is your home
Welcome back,
realm.
Underlord. You've been reborn from the swirling mists of the ether at a most opportune time. I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign. But before we get stuck in, we'll have to refresh that old mind.
You sure it's the same one?
Yeah, no, it's a different thing. It's the home realm. The home realm is basically
Welcome back, Underlord.
you can go back to this whenever you want to, and it's basically like a little sandbox.
Ah, it's
You
experimenting.
gave Rusimov
Yeah.
a good cracking, but you know, there's plenty of blood yet to be spilled on Kairos.
Yep. So you can here you can just build your own little dungeon with the things that you've learned without being harassed by other things going on. There is also a sandbox mode in the scenario thing, but that gives you access to absolutely everything. So if you just want to just want to experiment with building rooms and stuff like that without being harassed by other things, this is the place to do it. Oh, there's a gateway there. I don't think you can't build a bigger room.
That'll minimize the amount of space spent on that. Which actually means that I might be able to do this.
Yes.
Assuming there's space, of course.
Yeah. This might be. Yeah, you get an achievement if you play the campaign. If you go back
have
to your home
climbed a
realm
gateway.
after each stage, but you know, you can
Yeah.
always do another campaign. It's not the end of the world,
Yeah.
and you're not exactly achievement hunting. We're just warming up. We're just warming up. Yeah, this is as Burr says, this is kind of like My Pet Dungeon, except this game actually has a My Pet Dungeon mode now. It was one of the expansions, which is basically a more sandbox-based thing, where it's like you just want to build your own pretty dungeon, but you're given other scenarios. Like there's one that I really like, where it's like you can't recruit any of the normal monsters. You have to use hero units. And in order to get the proper monsters, you have to convert them. Which I thought was really cool. But that's if you're further interested in this game.
Yeah.
You have claimed a gateway.
As it was foreseen.
As it was foreseen.
The ancient texts. Okay.
Indeed. The ancient texts!
Okay.
Don't worry, they won't get burned down in a tree.
worry.
I picked up what you were putting down.
Read them, have you?
Yeah. I think you probably needed this level because you were taught a lot of stuff and he didn't exactly teach you very well.
Bless him, he tried. He really did try.
You really did try, but you're like, I have never played a Dungeon Keeper game in my life, and you have thrown me into the deep end. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. That's why you have me here.
You may not be doing a lot of excavating at this point.
Smack them! Remember, there's nothing better than slapping your workers. I will call them imps because I'm so used to Dungeon Keeper, but they're technically workers. I don't care. They're imps. Have you looked at their faces?
I was about to call them goblins, so...
You can't call them goblins. Goblins were already used in Dungeon Keeper 2.
Okay.
It's fine, you can call them goblins. Nobody, like, the copyright police aren't coming round here.
If they are, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves.
Indeed. Indeed. This game was actually, sort of given a little bit of a blessing from somebody in EA, from Paul Bartlett of EA. They actually contacted the Bright Rock Games and were like, are you actually like really interested in this game? You're not like making this for super profit and stuff. And he gave them tips on, you know, things to do, things to avoid, kind of thing. Which I thought is really cool. Pretty neat.
Master needs coin.
I haven't seen any gold for a while.
Let's break through here, because there's something this way. What is this?
Oh, I know what that is. Don't break through into that yet. So
Retract that all up.
if you want more gold, go all the way up to the north, all the way to where the gateways are. Go up. Now tag the gold.
Your vaults cannot store any more gold.
Because I've
Because
got...
look,
You know, Those inhibitors won't destroy themselves.
I'll quiet you.
Well, eventually they might, but I'm afraid I haven't the patience to wait that long.
Be silent. You see up in the top right, it's got a little thing telling you about the blocks.
Hmm.
So basically, if you want to spawn randoms, if you need more money, you tag the gold block. If you want minions, if you want enemies for some reason, tag the other blocks.
Okay.
Don't do that. You don't have your vaults are full right now, so there's no point for gold. But yeah, it functions as kind of a sandboxy map, kind of.
Accessibility light features.
Yes, yes. Remember, this was before they had My Pet Dungeon, so
Mm.
it's a little bit iffy here and there, but he's all good. He's all good.
Faster, you horrible lot.
Also, this is not. I'm not sure how much of an honor this is these days, but War for the Overworld was actually given blessings by Peter Molyneux himself. He actually encouraged people to go and fund the Kickstarter for this game.
Well, at least they ignored him about the UI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that I'm like, back then, having Peter Molyneux sign off on this game was, it was an honor, but now it's just like, oh.
Sorry, champ. Unfortunately, it's not a good sign these days.
Yeah. Yeah. War for the Overworld had a kind of a bad start, really. Um, they had to release early because they literally ran out of money.
Ooh.
Yeah. So War for the Overworld was released early, and it was really buggy. It was really buggy, very unfinished. I mean, they were crunching to get it out in time.
Yeah, sounds about
So
right.
it was a bit of a shame,
A
but
cultist has entered your dungeon.
But after a long time of bug fixes and new content, they've actually made it a really good game, in my opinion. It's like a baby No Man's Sky thing, except with less like really big promises and more just a group of indie developers going, holy shit, we need to release this game. We're really nearly out of money, and learning the hard way about how hard development is, and stuff like that.
More nightmares about those damned.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
I would make the tavern 5x5 personally. It'll give
Yeah,
you
that you horrible lot. Start digging.
it'll give you 2 more tables and
Mush.
I think you're starting to enjoy this.
Just a tad. See, the minions, they're fragile in Evil Genius. The goblins, they can take a smack,
Hey, if you want, you can put one into the grinder and have some mystery meat.
Nah, let's not be too mean to them.
I will say they're not as cute as the imps in Dungeon Keeper. Start! Burr says starting! Also, if you want to have fun with shadows, just move your cursor around in the barracks.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's really fun.
Who the hell is Brian?
I love the cultists. Just sometimes they will come out. Sometimes they just come out with some fucking wild shit. I love it.
Who the hell is Brian?
Who the hell is Brian?
Some
Some of them do have funny names if you want to hover over them.
I've been wanting to try this as well.
Don't worry, Underlord. You'll soon get used to this. Now you can control your minions'
have a knife.
movement with the W, A, S, and D keys, and change their unique quickbar abilities using the number keys. Left-click to use their current ability. Push the escape key to end possession.
The darkest of dungeons.
Time to pay your minions, Underlord, for all their hard work.
You are currently possessing CM Hatecraft.
Gotta love it.
Yes.
Right now, I'm the...
Come now, Underlord. There's work needs doing.
Shut the
You
fuck
can
up.
continue making a mess of your realm later.
Ignore him.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But let's not mess with the sand.
If you want to possess the other, all the other creatures have their own unique sort of face filter, so it's always worth like running around. You are Grub, the Narlik. You are wearing a helmet. You have a gun. You have a knife.
Where the hell am I?
I felt that in my soul. Where am I? You can also possess your workers.
I was just about to do that. These guys move fast.
Yes. You are fast and also a midget. So basically, you're running through my brain right now.
Yeah.
You can dig in your worker form. You can dig out things. You have to hit the wheel. It's kind of hard several times though.
Yeah.
You have to be up against the wall. So. Press 1. First person digging action, everybody! We are Minecraft in this bitch.
Ah.
You can
Nice.
also jump when you're standing on an unclaimed tile, and that will climb the tile.
Well, I'll never.
Yes. Yeah, see all the little things.
Right.
Yes, save and quit. Yes. It will send you to, it should send you out to the thing. She says in hope. There we go. Yeah, just single player campaign it. Don't know why it does that. Yeah, you want.
You're making great progress, Underlord. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent dotard, Lord O'Theland. He's a dim-witted sort, and he seems to like marching his troops into an early grave. I'd say it's time to learn about traps.
Ooh.
Time for fun. You won't have the trap efficiency that you had
Welcome
in
to the
previous
breach,
Smash.
Underlord.
But it
This
can be fun.
stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order. I can think of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now. Build one now and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon.
I imagine don't do that now because we need to get standard structure in place.
Yes. Yeah, he tries to encourage you to build it first and then everything else. He's a lying git. Imagine I am the conspiracy theorist leaving the note saying, "Don't trust
To
him."
plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain?
Oh, this is such a useful spell. You will lose it so many times.
Prophecy will temporarily remove the fog of war in a small area. allowing you to scout the map and spy on your enemies. Summon Worker will create an additional worker for you to command. Each worker summoned after the first 5 will lock 50 mana. Workers can only be summoned within your own territory. You've claimed a perception shrine. If you're short on workers to do your bidding, cast the Summon Worker spell to create more. However, every worker after your first 5 will lock a portion of mana. If you end up with an excess of workers locking your mana pool, you may dismiss them by dropping them onto your dungeon core. It's all right. They won't feel a thing. You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact.
Wait, okay.
If you find yourself with an excess of workers, you can always drop them onto your dungeon core to dismiss them, releasing the locked mana.
Yeah, I would
You've
encourage.
claimed a gold shrine.
I would try to encourage getting at least 10 workers. You will find things go remarkably quickly with 10. Yeah, and they will also get more efficient as they level up as well. They'll get as he was talking over me earlier. They will get blink, which allows them to like teleport short distances and be slightly more useful than they are right now.
Are you telling me that the goblins are useless?
They're not useless. They are digging. They are like your workhorses, but they're not very useful right now. One must invest in their workforce, Underlord, boss. But that doesn't mean you can't slap them. Slapping them is fun.
Get on with it, you horrible lot.
I would like to remind other people, please do not slap your people. That's not very nice. Okay. Don't actually slap people. That's mean.
Unless they deserve it.
Yeah, I guess.
No, they deserve it. Like Nazis, always slap Nazis.
Oh yeah. We always punch Nazis in the face. That's the most appropriate thing.
It's only the polite thing to do.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got a barracks. We got a lair. We've got a tavern. We need some food. We need a slaughter pen.
Do you know what's really funny? We've probably upset somebody by saying you should punch Nazis.
Who the fuck cares?
I know, right?
If you're upset by that joke, go do one.
Yeah. Kindly take a long walk off a short plank. So I should ask you, as you're maniacally digging, how are you finding the game?
It's different. I will say that. I definitely think there's an aspect that I quite enjoy. It's this, like, especially since I'm used to digging, or at least I'm used to commanding people to be digging around in places. But can I utilize this place once that's clear? By the way,
Pardon, sorry.
can I utilize this place once that gold shrine clears?
No, that will not clear. That's an infinite gold shrine. If you activate it, your workers will constantly gather gold from it. It won't be as fast as mining out from the wall, but it's an infinite gold supply.
That is useful.
Yes. So, what were you saying about the?
Yeah, I'm used to having minions to kind of like build out of a wall, but there is a lot of like I can see there's like very much a case of there's very much a learning curve with this.
Yes.
And that's not an insult to the game. Like all games have a learning curve to some degree. It's just it does feel like a very not dense learning curve, but a very top heavy one.
Yes. Yeah. it's only when you've started playing this from a perspective of somebody who knows absolutely nothing about Dungeon Keeper that I'm seeing that, oh, this game really assumes that you know Dungeon Keeper kind of thing.
Mm. And of course, that's not good if you had never ever played it before.
Yeah, exactly. I think you probably would be really struggling if I wasn't here
I think
to
I
be
would be
like,
actually, yeah.
yeah, to be like, oh, you need to do this and that, which is a shame because I specifically chose this game because I thought, oh, this is going to be the best entry into a Dungeon Keeper game because, well, mostly because the others don't like to be streamed. But
Well, it's more a case of I don't think it's that there's anything wrong with this game. It's just that it has a learning curve, which is a little bit more steeper than most. Okay, so we're going to spread things out a little bit in this place.
yeah, well, for this map, you'll want to you will want to keep it together because what you're going to try and do is lure people into a meat grinder.
Hmm.
So if you like turtling up, this is the time to do it.
Okay, we've got some coffers. We need a barracks. I'm kind of thinking this is a prime location for one.
Yeah. What I would recommend is any place that's going to have a high minion population, like the barracks, like
You've discovered a perception shrine.
the tavern. Put them quite close to areas where enemies are going to be, because then you've also always got minions like hanging around.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Don't forget you will need a foundry at some point to start churning out the parts you need to build your traps and doors. Although I don't know if I don't know if he teaches you about doors yet. Doors are useful. I love doors.
Everyone loves doors.
Yes. Doors doors are technically walls for a room's efficiency rating.
I do. They are being very sneaky with this level. They're giving you very much areas that can get close to 5.55, but not quite there.
They're like, oh look how close you could get, and then we take it away from you. Because they're dicks.
Actually, I don't need a barracks because I don't have any places to get minions from, do I?
Not yeah.
So
There is a place somewhere.
there must be, but that is pointless building a room when I don't have a utility for it. So in that case, I think what
That's a
I'll
fair
do
point.
is I'll build the
Oh, I
foundry here.
Yeah, is that a perception
Time to
shrine?
pay your minions, Underlord, for all their hard
That's a perception
work.
shrine. There's a perception shrine down there. Where's the gateway then? There is a gateway on this map. Oh, is it in the middle? Scroll down a bit. Scroll up a bit. That's the
You've
that's the
claimed
artifact.
the perception shrine.
Where is the gateway? What the fuck? It is here. I know it is here because I've had
You
minions
have
on this.
discovered a gateway.
Oh, we have found it. Thank God.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's here.
Oh yeah, I can just see its little
Little handsies.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why you didn't discover it. You didn't dig out from the. You didn't immediately dig out from the heart in that direction. So we're all going, where the fuck is the gateway? I've been here the entire time.
You have claimed a gateway.
We have claimed the gateway.
That's the one thing which Writings does really good. It's just the big announcement. You have claimed a gateway.
I don't know. I think I could give Richard Ridings a run for his money. No, I can't.
You definitely have a good voice. I do think that Richard Ridings has got it for the big booming man. You got a nice announcer voice though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I use it to inspire the horrible lot.
Yeah, that you do, boss. That you do.
Come on, you horrible lot. Hurry up.
I was going to suggest a skirmish match between us two and another AI, but I think perhaps we won't do that. I think just a nice
Nice
romp through,
chill. A
yeah, a nice romp through the campaign will be enough.
nice little romp through the campaign, slap a couple of goblins, you know, so...
Chop's a good one.
I'm gonna do this as crazy as this seems.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
It's not crazy at all.
Little-
Some people do tend to put a ring of vault tiles around gold shrines.
It's more a case of, I need space. As simple as that.
Yes.
I need space for the coffers. My coffers. Not theirs, Shadow. Mine.
I know, boss. This just made me wonder, like in the future, like maybe if you want to continue playing it, I could show you how I sort of play the game, and you could be like, oh. But only if you have interest in playing this in the future.
There is definite interest here.
Yeah. I'm just happy to find people who actually enjoy Dungeon Keeper like I do.
I said, never played the series before. This is an entirely new experience for moi.
Yeah.
Moi.
I am sad that this doesn't have a co-op mode. It was originally going to be one of the flex goals, but they never put it in, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Because I would have happily loved to co-op this with Burr, with Burr or you.
Payday. You go.
Yeah. See, the problem I have is I like to build my dungeons pretty.
Whereas I just like to be efficient.
Yes. See, this is why you're the boss, and why I'm just number one.
You're not just number one. You're also important to the operation.
Oh.
There'd be no operation without you. Alright.
I did kind of prize you out of the void.
And now we build an archive.
Where all the smutty fan fiction is locked up. Look, whatever do you think that they're reading in order to generate sins for you?
Collect that. There you go.
Now you need some cultists. That is a
Indeed.
completely new sentence I've said today. Hey boss, you need some cultists.
You must construct additional cultists.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Hey, we got one. The cultists are fun. They do cult stuff.
Cult stuff.
It doesn't
No.
really matter what kind of cult stuff they do, so long as it's evil.
Indeed. Well, let's get the foundry built. It's not going to be efficient, but it'll be good enough.
The amount of stuff it tends to produce, it'll be
A
fine.
chunder has entered your dungeon.
that's
Attracted by
right.
the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid contents of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back.
Lovely.
Yeah, it is called the Chunder, everybody. For everybody going, what? I don't understand. Chunder is the it's the Britishism for to vomit.
Yeah. We'll also refer to it as shouting for Huey. Yes.
Open
yeah.
the veins
That-
of evil.
I
and
must admit, I've
unlock
never
the
heard it
blade
referred to it like
lotus.
that.
What was that?
I've never heard it referred to as like calling for Huey.
I've so there's a routine that Billy Connolly does where he calls it shouting for Huey. Huey! He also says in America it's buying a Buick. No, buy my Buick!
Has entered your dungeon.
Buy my Buick!
I mean, I understand. It's just.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh yeah, he wants you to unlock the Blade Lotus.
Blade lotus unlocked. The blade
Basically,
lotus
knives
is a
in the floor.
spinning flower of destruction that tears nearby enemies into shredded flesh as it pushes them away. To build
I like-
defenses for your dungeon, you need simply to lay their blueprints upon a claimed tile. Your minions will work to craft defense parts within your foundry, which will then be ferried off by your workers to construct them. Select the Blade Lotus and build it upon the flashing tile.
See now, the thing about defense parts is they're constantly manufactured. So
You've not
all
got
you
two
need to
coins
do.
to rub together, Underlord. Mine more gold.
I mean, more gold is needed. Fine.
Yeah.
Mine all this. Mine it all.
Don't forget you've got a gold shrine nearby as well.
And this.
They're probably prioritizing the gold walls. Yeah. So the thing about the foundry is, minions will constantly manufacture defense parts. So all you need to do is, after they've made defense parts and you put a trap or a door down, just pick up the defense parts from the foundry and just
If
drop
you
them on top of
could
the thing.
build the defense before the heat death of the universe, I would be grateful.
He's poor, you fucker! Alright, so you see the little parts appearing next to the anvils in the foundry? Pick them up. The little boxes. You see them? No, that's no, that's not a part. That is a part though. Drop it on it. Yeah, that builds it a little bit. Yes, they are the most repulsive.
Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size. Unless you're fighting those stinking dwarves, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders
Great
too
balls
close,
of fire.
swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of blooded mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core. Your workers can be a mindless bunch, and will continue to claim territory until you command them otherwise. Use impasse flags to limit their movement. Impasse has two modes. One to prevent your workers from claiming beyond the marked area, and another that will prevent them from traveling over the tiles completely. To dismiss an impasse flag, simply give it a slap. Or right-click the icon to dismiss all impasse flags at once. The Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths.
I will admit, the impasse flag is definitely an upgrade over the
Wooden
previous
door
dungeon.
complete. The wooden door can be toggled open and closed with a click. While closed, no minions may pass through unless the door is open, destroyed, or sold. You've caught on quick, Underlord. Now put your murderous new talents to work. There's no doubt that the insipid Lord will soon learn of your presence and send his troops forth to die by your hand. In the meantime, you should continue to build defenses to protect your dungeon, adding any additional rooms you desire to diversify your army and improve your chances of survival.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just vibing.
Ivan. Yeah, he gave you like a shit ton of information there. I was just like, I hope you're okay.
All right.
There's you probably noticed them, but there's additional objectives in the top.
Your
the top
units have
right.
been made happy.
Build bombardiers, protect your dungeon. Okay, so you build 10. Okay.
Yes. Try and get them at the ends of corridors, so they've got a
Long shot, yeah.
And I would also put blade lotuses in front of them in the upright position, so there's a block between them and the bombards, so they've got to fall over them first before. Gives your cannons a bit more time to, fill the opponent full of lead.
Fair.
Blade Lotus complete.
There are also very other interesting combinations, like when you get a lightning trap later, if you put it next to watery areas, when it electrocutes people standing in the water, they have an extremely bad time.
I bet they do.
That's a thing I learned from the original Dungeon Keepers. Don't stand in the water and also have a lightning trap. It doesn't end well.
Often rarely ends well for anyone.
That is true.
You've discovered a gold shrine.
Yes,
Tapping it will
we
allow
discovered
your
it.
workers to mine unlimited wealth for your dungeon.
We
If
discovered
your
that 10 hours
coffers
ago.
are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untag it with a second click.
I love how he's so sarcastic with this game.
Evil presence shall not stand up to my might. Rally straight forth to assault them, men!
How terribly kind of the nitwit to announce his attack. Prepare to defend the center line, Underlord.
Guess it's a wait for him to come to you thing. Although I think there might be an achievement for pushing forward, but don't quote me on that one. I love the person who's using their best Gollum voice for the gnarling.
Yes.
Stay still.
Your dungeon is under attack. Your blade lotus is under attack.
Wasn't even keeping it a secret.
He's not having a good time.
What do you mean they're all dead? This threat is more serious than I thought. Give me a minute. I shall prepare a new plan of attack to thwart this devil.
If you go and pick parts up from the foundry, you can drop it on top of the. You can drop it on top of the trap, and it'll repair it. Yeah, you can also steal the stuff off them.
Bombard complete.
Yeah, you can drop it directly on top of it. It seems to regenerate it on its own, so that's fine. Yeah, just drop it on the
There you go.
yeah. I have a feeling you might need to defend the upper path at one point. See that you have 3
Got
paths?
it. We
Yes.
shall attack from the north and the center simultaneously. That should bamboozle this unholy menace.
Scatter their bones for the rats to clean.
Yeah, this is one of these. It's one of these ones where it's like Dota,
Blade
except they're
Lotus
attacking
complete.
you.
So where is their northern path?
The northern path is you see the top line on your mini map.
Yeah, this one. Cool.
Yeah, where that through they'll go through the they'll either come down into your barracks or they'll go through the perception shrine. I can't remember which one it
Your
is.
Blade Lotus is under attack. Blade Lotus complete.
There they go.
Oh, so they're gonna come down into the barracks. I would rally because I think you're gonna need the extra. Well, yeah, at least they're crashing into your barracks where your creatures
Blade
are.
Lotus complete.
And the Blade Lotuses are as well.
Yes. They're gonna come in and they're like, "Oh, hello, boys. Fancy meeting you here."
Your dungeon has been breached. Your
Yeah,
Blade
yeah.
Lotus is under attack.
You know, we're busy dealing with that right now. Right. Slap away that rally flag, and you won't get any more from that side now.
That was a statement.
Oh, she's doing range combat against it.
Hello. Hell, the Lich King just raided the channel for 8 viewers. Welcome.
Hello.
Blade Lotus is under attack.
Hello, Lich King. I love how she's like, I'm just gonna throw light balls at the
Payday has come again.
spiky trap,
Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed.
bitch. Hey, I can say that. I can say that. I'm a lady. I'm allowed to use the bitch word.
Oh, you are you?
They've all been bested? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking.
Think faster.
Think fast. There's a sick kickflip. Hello.
Hello.
This is my friend Ebak's first time ever playing a Dungeon Keeper-like game.
And I'm rather enjoying it.
Yes.
I have experience in being evil in other areas.
He's my boss.
No, not your boss. No,
Not my boss.
not your boss in real life. That'd be weird.
That would be weird. That would be weird, and I don't think I would like it. But not that I don't like you. It would just be
They'll
awkward.
certainly
you
not
know?
expect this trick. Assault the center and the south. They'll never see us coming.
I forgot about this way.
Lumbering dunce. Could have used a few firm lashes as a child.
Okay, so let's get some defenses up here then.
Cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied.
Yeah, you have a rally flag somewhere. You want to smack it.
Get it away. Get away.
Be gone!
What?
So yes, yeah. I love the Dungeon Keeper series, and he loves the Evil Genius series, so I
Your
figured,
blade
hey,
lotus is under attack.
yes, this is the 3rd level, I think? Yes.
Your dungeon walls are being excavated.
Yeah, they're busy tapping on them with a pickaxe. The pickaxe of death!
Ah, this is a problem.
Yeah, you're gonna need that rally flag again.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
Don't worry about them at the moment. Handle what we can handle right now.
Your minions are being attacked.
That's the plan, doofus.
Your bombard has been destroyed.
Get rid of that ready flag.
Time to rest.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
At least we've got main defenses over here.
Yeah. Yeah, they are running out though. You're gonna have to build some more.
That's fine. I'm just basically getting... I'm getting warmed up, my dear.
Okay. He's cool.
Okay, so we got those. Once again, Brian.
Blade lotus has been destroyed.
Could be worse, could be Darren.
Your wooden door is under attack.
Oh no!
Oh, woe
not
is
my
me, not the door. Anything but the door.
Whatever will we do
They-
about the door?
They could knock. A little less aggressively, but they could knock.
I know, right? They're so mean.
Your wooden door has been destroyed.
I feel
Your
like...
blade lotus is under attack.
Where is everyone then? Why the hell are you guys...
Have you rallied them somewhere?
By the light! Have none of you had any training at all?
Yeah, most of training. They might be attending to their needs, like sleeping and
Fair.
other stuff.
Okay, let's bolster...
Blade lotus complete.
Let's bolster areas then. Boom, boom, and boom.
Yeah, remember where they've been is where they'll go again. So, and the next one they'll be like all 3 at once. So, it's gonna be a unfun time for a bit.
I need more forges.
Yeah.
This'll do.
Have you
Your
got
blade lotus is under attack.
have you got
Swiftly,
space
troops.
to
Attack
expend?
all 3 sides and we'll surely overwhelm them with our might.
To do what?
It's inconceivable that they'll survive this assault.
Inconceivable.
I haven't
No,
had
you haven't
this
got space.
much fun in years.
Well, you have built an extra one, so that's fine.
Yeah, it'll do.
Basically, every anvil that appears attracts more chunders. So, Burr is right, but we do need that mana also to power the traps and such.
I do think he's also... Yeah, the man's there for the traps, yeah.
Bombard complete.
I think we
Your
probably should zap
bombard
these
is
guys
under
though.
attack.
Oh, nope.
Clinging on to life.
Your bombard has been destroyed.
Yeah, your workers won't attack unless
Back
the
thee away,
core is under
Underlord!
attack.
You shall not defile our lands with your vile taint!
Unclaim will remove your ownership or fortification of a tile, shrine, or gateway. Useful if you claimed something by accident, or if you wish to bequeath an area to an ally. Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack. Your bombard has been destroyed.
Okay, that's all been clear.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Blade lotus complete.
It looks like you've just got those guys in that section. Don't worry, you'll get through
Blade
this.
lotus has been destroyed. Your blade lotus is under attack. Bombard complete.
Feels like a lot of shit coming your way right now, but it will pass.
Like this, most things will pass.
Yeah, it might pass like a fucking kidney stone, but my god, it will.
Your bombard is under attack.
Yeah, if you're wondering, I also had this much amount of trouble with this level when I did it.
What a marvelous meat grinder you've constructed, Underlord.
Hehe, they're all dead.
Thank goodness for that.
Yes. Kira can go fuck herself. Not if that's your actual name. Don't go fuck yourself. You're probably a very nice person.
There we go. Quite the technological terror you've constructed. I appreciate that reference, Burr. I really do.
Yes.
From all
You do- you-
sides, swiftly, whilst the minions of evil recover.
This assault may actually test your abilities, Underlord. Do try and learn something.
I don't know about you, but I think I make a slightly better Benzer.
Just a bit, yeah. No offense to his great one, but yeah. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I think it's prudent.
Your bombard is under attack. It's time to pay your minions, Underlord.
What a time for that to happen. Yes, Shadow.
You can
Your bombard has been
quote
destroyed.
unquote simulate paying them by picking up some gold from the vault and then dropping it directly onto a minion's head.
I completely forgot to get rid of the rally flag. I think that's gonna screw me over.
Okay.
Your wooden door has been destroyed.
Okay, we've all
Your
had a moment where
bombard
we've
is
forgotten
under
the rally
attack.
flag.
You have insufficient mana to cast that spell.
Let's open you up.
One of your minions is unhappy. Your
They'll get more
bombard
unhappy
has
when
been
the fucking-
destroyed.
Yeah, they're gonna get more unhappy if the place gets destroyed.
Fighting the enemy.
What do you mean
Oh,
it's
there's-
unhappy? Complain to HR. I'm busy.
Wait, pick up those two gnarlings there,
Where?
right underneath you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick them both up. You're gonna need them. And just drop them on the enemy's heads. It's
Your blade lotus is under attack.
yeah. There's another one there. Remember, you can pick up multiple minions at once. You can. saw them.
Fair.
Chunder lost. Your blade lotus has been destroyed. You are out of mana. Your minions are being attacked.
We still have a rally flag up.
Your bombard is under attack.
Sacrifice system. No, because I've been right clicking. I don't have a flag up. I think they're nearly all dead.
Blade lotus
Those are
complete.
done. What about the mid?
Mid's done. It's the northern flank that are yet to be killed, but they're about to be killed.
Yeah.
Those loyal to the Empire, come to me.
Oh, great.
I will tell you the tale they will sing of us when we have finished here. They'll sing of our bravery and those who have fallen. They will regale the noble way in which we fought and won. They will proudly shout my name, Lord Otheland, Savior of the Empire. Now if
You'll
you're
be dead,
with me,
you stupid fool.
cheer with me.
I'd better get ready to meet my maker.
Make sure you keep your dungeons secure, Underlord.
Doors. We need doors.
Wooden door complete.
Doors at least slow them down.
Yeah, and they're cheap as well.
You there, lead the charge from the north. And you, yes, lead the southern assault. We shall attack in 2 ways. I will lead the second from the rear, so I may issue orders more easily. Charge!
Of course. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Here's...
this is a tough one. This is the.
This will do for now.
Yeah, don't worry about struggling. I struggled on this one as well.
Time to get very hands-on with the lightning, I think.
Yeah, you are going to need it. Also, don't be afraid to. No, lightning's probably good, but healing can also help as well.
Not enough mana.
The way I see it, the more we get rid of on the way to the traps, the easier it will be to slice them down as they come.
Yeah.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
Since we pretty much don't have a lot of defenses around anymore.
Yeah. I will admit, I do like that it locks off mana for the traps and stuff. It stops you from like draining your mana
Blade
completely
lotus
and then everything
complete.
being
Yes.
completely fucked.
Not enough mana.
I should have built some barracks something here.
Your bombard has been destroyed. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Your blade lotus is under attack.
It's always something to learn for the next time around.
Your minions have engaged the enemy. You are out of mana. Gnarling lost. Your blade lotus has been destroyed. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Insufficient mana. Blade lotus complete. Your minions are under attack. Your wooden door is under attack.
We can get there. We can get there.
Your wooden door has been destroyed. Not enough mana.
Yeah, trying to aim for the priestesses.
Looks like these have been dealt with. So that's the northern flank dealt with.
Chunder lost. Your minions.
Middle flank will be fine.
Yeah.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed.
Get
Your
her at the
blade
back.
lotus is under
Oh.
attack. Insufficient mana.
Yeah,
Stuffing enemy.
she's the healer. She's fuck her up.
Blade lotus complete.
Reminds me of a Nefaria quote. You fools! Get the one in the dress!
Alright.
Hey, you done well.
I think that almost is all of them.
No,
Your
there's a second
blade
wave
lotus has
incoming.
been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack. Wooden door complete.
When in doubt, wooden door. Kira, kiss my ass.
Blade lotus complete.
Did I do it?
Now
No,
you've
sir.
sent his entire army to their death, you should have no trouble killing him and destroying his inhibitor. Rally your minions forth to silence this insipid lord.
Oh, I'm gonna take.
Don't feel the need to go immediately.
No, no, I'm gonna bide my time on this one.
Yeah, like give yourself time to get some more minions back. You took a bit of a pounding.
I think if I had created the forge here, I probably would have been a better straight to kind of just pop stuff down here.
Considering you need the chunders in order to make the weapon parts, the
Yeah,
parts
good point.
you need, I probably would have kept the workshop away from the front lines. Maybe have put them in the peace band. I don't know. It's always easier in hindsight.
Not just that, it just seems that now they've built everything I wanted them to do. It's like, well, great guys. That the attack's kind of over now, but all right.
Yeah, it is.
Better late than never.
Isn't that always the way with minions, though, huh?
Oh god, yes.
Great, thanks, guys. You finished them off when the attack's over.
You imbeciles. All right, let's do this. Let's just rally. Let's see where we go.
If you want to know how I felt when I got to the end of all that nonsense and he was like, "Oh yeah, let's just attack the guy at the end," I was like, "Hold on a second, I need to regroup, motherfucker."
I've got enough forces here, I think.
I'm gonna go punch him in the face.
The hungering one.
Yeah. I forgot how utterly repulsive sounding the chunder is. I guess I think we tried doing a chunder, but...
Come on. Let me in.
Let me in! Let me in! That is a ballista.
I'm where our ballista is, yes. I'm just getting rid of it.
That's basically, I think, if I remember correctly, I think that's the hero equivalent of the bombard.
Yeah.
Good night, Burr.
Good night, Burr. Probably not going to be playing too much. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Me.
Ugh.
Alright, chaps. Advance.
Go forth.
Go forth and kill everything.
I A chunder is unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
Oh, you'll get paid once you've done your duty.
You'll be paid as soon as we kill everybody. Take the gold off their bodies.
That's right. Batter down their doors.
Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard.
Kill him. Kill him, boss.
Yeah, kill him. Kill him. He's not dying.
Yeah, he'll die eventually. Don't worry about it. We punched him in the head.
Oh, there we go.
Silence has never sounded quite so sweet. Superbly executed. Before we move on, I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise.
Mysterious.
Fine work, Underlord. Now that Othelan and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, let's move on with our assault and destroy the final inhibitor.
I like that. Impatience is a virtue. All three before the final wave spawns.
Yeah, you can push through and do it pretty quickly.
Nice.
I have not been able to do that though.
Yeah, nor do this level in 16 minutes. It took us 45. 53, actually. Yep.
Yeah. I think if you manage to complete all the secondary achievements, you get like different skins for your dungeon theme.
Oh, that's
And
quite
I've
fun.
always really wanted the ones that the time one gives you, but I am not nearly as good enough to get all the timed ones,
Fair enough.
which is a shame.
Well, I actually think, yeah, speaking of hours, I thought that I also honestly thought we'd be able to get to the third inhibitor and get that done, but that level took us a lot longer than I anticipated.
Yes. At the same time, you are learning this game for the first time, so of course it's gonna take a little longer than it has.
But I had fun. I had a great amount of fun, and
I'm glad you did.
I'm definitely probably going to play this game in my own time a little bit, because I have to admit, there is something there that I quite like about it.
Yeah. You need to spend some more time on it. And maybe even in the future you might want to check out the other Dungeon Keeper games.
I think that might be something which I might do, yeah.
Yeah, they're usually on sale. They're like dirt cheap nowadays on GOG, so...
I do want to thank you, of course, Shadow, for coming along to the stream. I know you're a good friend, and you hang out with me pretty much every single day, but it's always nice to have you here.
You're very welcome. I'm very glad I picked a game that you enjoyed, honestly. Thank you for inviting me.
You know me. I'll try anything once. Although I have actually really enjoyed this game. So yeah. Anyway,
You would.
I think that's going to be enough for me and her tonight. For that, you'll be able to catch me streaming this Saturday. Of course, Saturday Silly Voices returns as per normal for the next part and the final case, with the regular cast and of course with Shadow as a special guest as well. We then have on Monday, I'm doing a stream with Burr. We're playing Metal Slug, all these various games in the Metal Slug series. And then Tuesday, I'm starting Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
I
really.
bet, yeah.
So much so that I've actually You're like, I'm not going to come down to Athena on Wednesday playing X-Wing, because I might be busy. But yes, I want to thank you all for joining me here tonight. I want to thank Shadow for being here. My name's Billy Back. Thank you all. Good night. Good night.
Good night.